If you haven't heard about Anchor by Spotify, let me tell you, it's the easiest way to make a podcast with everything you need in just one place. With Anchor, you can record not just from your computer, but from your cell phone. You can have your podcast played on many different listening platforms such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. Look, with Anchor, it's free. Anchor is completely free. So download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. You would not be disappointed. Ooh, this that hot topic. Hey, welcome back to Kicking It with Tina, where I'm your host, Tina. Today is September the 6th, 2022. Today is the hot topic that everyone is talking about, the Tiffany Haddish and Aries skit that came out some years ago. Now, it's supposed to be regarding a pedophile and, watch who you have your kids around. Now, that public service announcement they try to do, um, is well needed as far as getting the word out there, letting people definitely know, of course, watch who your kids are around. However, I think the route that they went on to make it in a comedy was it definitely went left. I've heard it, I read it, and I've seen the video, and oh my gosh. I mean, it was awful. It was awful. There was nothing funny about it. And as many of us know that, uh, we want pedophiles to eventually end up either in jail or something happen to them severely, for what they done to a child. And in this case, they had it flipped. In the beginning, he was watching the child and, playing R. Kelly, and then they flipped it to where eventually the child started watching Aries, and my whole thing was, where was the parents? Tiffany came out, of course, this was in the beginning, towards the beginning of her career. So a lot of people would do stuff and, put out stuff, to help them get out there. But I think she should have thought this more through. Even Aries, you know what I'm saying? I know it's a lot of blame towards this person, that person, the parents, everyone involved, the cameraman, the person that wrote it, the one. Hey, there's no way I could be a part of this. This was no way at all funny. I know Tiffany put out that because of the ongoing legal case that she can't say much. However, she did state that it was intended to be funny. However, she deeply regret having to agree to act in this. And she looked forward to be able to share a lot more about the situation as soon as she can. You regret it now. Back then, you should have said no. It was not funny, as I mentioned numerous of times. I don't know if you all have seen it. Many people had to turn it off. They can't stomach it. But whenever I talk about something or bring something to light, I want to make sure I have the bona fide facts. I want to know what I'm talking about, what I'm seeing. I don't want to leave nothing out. And it definitely was hard to watch. It was hard to watch because I have children. And God forbid, Lord have mercy. So yeah, I definitely watch who my kids are around. I have the ones who I know they cannot be around. And I have a few people on one hand that, hands down, I know without a shadow of a doubt. You know what I'm saying? But so many people nowadays is wanting that fast life, that they still want to party and do this and do that and be a part of so much, to where they're not clearly thinking, and hey, you can watch my kids, okay, cool, you know what I'm saying, I'll leave my kids, just call me if you need me. Oh yeah, my cousins or my aunts know them, so they're cool. I remember I took my kids to a daycare, and it was in a home, and I went in there to, talk to the lady and to, peep the surroundings and everything. And I was sitting there, two instances. The first instance, I took my daughter to a daycare. And when I went there, it was the lady, her kids, and she was talking to me about, the daycare, how they run and everything. Next thing you know, the lady husband comes. My daughter's young at that time. The lady husband comes, no shirt. He has guy friends, no shirt, tatted up. I mean, just, you know what I'm saying? They got beers in their hands. And she was like, hey, oh, heck no. I said, well, thank you. And you have a great day. And we left. Second time I took my kids to daycare. trying to work. I took them and, I'm talking to the lady and her husband come downstairs, the son come downstairs, and she said they normally help me with the kids when I have to run out or take care of something. Now it's sad because of what's going on. It's hard to trust people. But you telling me it may be times where you may not be here with the children and they may be here. Not saying that they may do something, but you can't put nothing past no one. Even nowadays, females. That's sad. So back on track about this comedy, quote unquote, skit. Watch who, of course, you have your kids around. Nothing is important. There's no club. There's no date. If you just can't go, you just can't go. You know what I'm saying? Be careful because when things happen, it's too late to say, oh my gosh, I regret it. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't have did this. Oh my gosh, it wasn't worth it. It's too late. Too many kids have been and are still being molested by relatives, by people, close friends, even by strangers. So unless you want to sit here and get yourself in a predicament where you shouldn't be in or don't want to be in, by all means, just say no. Don't do it. So, like I said, I think the PSA they wanted to get out there about pedophile, it started off on the right track. Then it just went left. Wanted to be comedy and the music and oh my gosh, now I just can't unsee that video. Lord, I'm gonna be doing some extra prayer. But look, we got a caller that's about to chime in and give us his opinion on this. Is many people that feel the same way, that's on the same boat. And I wish they didn't do this, but it's too late. Where was the parents? Because normally parents with underage kids will be on set. So if the parent was there, was you satisfied with them being in his drawers and not saying nothing? Was the money that important to sit here and allow this to happen? Oh Lord, I know it couldn't have been me. I know that much. But let's get into this caller and see what he got to say about this. Okay, and I'll call Randy on the line. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing? How's everything going with you?
Everything's going good. So as I mentioned, the hot topic for today is the Tiffany and Spears situation. Like I stated, they wanted this to be a public service announcement, of course, for everyone about pedophiles. But when it came into play about them wanting to be a comedy skit, someone should have drawn the line and said, we can't mix it together. You can't have funny about a pedophile because there's nothing funny about a pedophile. You know what I'm saying? So what is your outtake on this?
My outtake, first of all, I think it's stupid. Okay? Yeah. You're messing with people's lives. These are children, okay? Yeah. You're messing with children, and the parents are really ignorant and dumb to allow your kids to do something like that, even though if they pay you. I mean, really? Yeah. You mean to tell me money's more important than your seed? Are you stupid? What's wrong with you? Come on now. I think that's dumb. And on the other hand, I truly don't think all this is true. I mean, I can't see Tiffany Haddish doing this. I'll be honest with you.
Well, you know what? Honestly, I stated, not to cut you off, I'm sorry. She did put out something saying that she can't do too much talking on this because of the legal, on cases going on, whatever. Yes. But she did mention, of course, this was in her earlier career. So most people, would take on roles and do stuff to get your name out there. But she did stated that it was something that's supposed to be comedy. And, she do regret doing it now. But she said, after I guess all the legal stuff is out the way, that she would definitely have more to say. So she is acknowledging that she did do it and she know, what it was about. But like I said, you can't mix something that serious along with comedy. It doesn't go.
I'm all for comedy. I love comedy. Yes. I'm a comedian myself, comedian actor, as you know, as well as yourself. And, some things are just not funny.
No.
I'll be honest with you.
No.
Some things are just not funny, okay? And eventually, this right here is one of those things that wasn't funny, okay?
No.
That's like somebody making fun of rapists who got out of trial, making fun on comedy that they raped your child, that they raped you.
Ooh,
how would you
Lord.
They rape your mama, you rape your grandma? How would you feel about that? I mean, some things are just not funny.
It's not.
I mean, comedians is just known to go so far with what they say. I mean, really, especially in the time we live in right now, everybody's so sensitive. You know what I'm saying? You can't even sneeze the wrong way. They're going to say something. So for these allegations that happened, if she did do that, you know, I couldn't see a big surprise, you know, for me, looking at Tiffany Haddish, you know, working on movies and Girl Trip and everything. But if she actually, you know, said, you know, confronted that she did do it, that shame on her, ignorance of her, okay?
Yeah.
Shame on her. I mean, listen, we just had a situation with R&B, you know, who I'm talking about, you know, Mr. Kelly.
Yeah.
You know, with him. You know, and that's still going on. And now for this to come out, I mean, it's bad enough they give African Americans a bad rep anyhow. And we're just add more fuel to the fire. Okay?
Yeah.
So for all this to happen, you know, to make a joke about sex abuse, child sex abuse, it's just dumb. I mean, come on now. Think about it. Think about it. Okay? Would you like if somebody did that to your child?
Oh, you know,
okay? No.
Ooh, Lord, no.
Okay? Probably on death row. Okay?
Yeah. That's what it would be. Death row, electrocuted, something.
But think about it. Let's flip the script.
Yeah.
These comedians, okay, they made, you know, they said that this is true, and they made fun, you know, as a comedy for child sex abuse. Okay, how would they like it if somebody did it about their child?
Yeah.
Okay. How would they? I don't know if Tiffany got kids or Aries, you know, Spears got kids, but let's say somebody did that to their child.
Yeah.
Okay, they didn't know their child was sexually molested, and they never knew. And one day the child opened up and told them, and also the comedian that did it would talk about how they did it and how fun it was. It was a joke. Okay?
I mean,
would they take that as a joke?
I did mention that. You know, everyone is involved. The parent, whether I'm not sure if the parent was on stage when they was doing this. You know, the writer. I mean, how could you sit here and come up with this and think this was funny? The cameraman, if I was the cameraman, there's no way I could stand behind that camera and shoot and be like, I mean, I understand a job is a job, but come on now, some things I will walk away from.
There are morals.
Yes.
Okay, there are standards. Even though in our today, in our society, this generation, they don't really understand what morals is. Okay?
No.
That's why they're dying by the dozens. Okay,
yes.
Be honest with you. That's why a lot of bad things happen. There are morals. Okay, we living in a time right. This is the funny thing. They say you can't beat your child, but it's okay for a comedian to get up there and talk about sex abuse to your child in a comedy. Okay? Really? They say we can't beat your child. Okay? You can't discipline the child no more, but you can get up on stage in front of thousands of people watching you, hundreds of people, millions of people watching you online and on TV and talk about how you sex abuser. And the writer ought to be ashamed of themselves. Okay? If they got writer license, their license ought to be suspended.
Yeah.
I'm being real. This is sad.
It's rough. Okay? I know it very much is sad. Especially, can you imagine the ones who have been abused, how they feel right now?
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. You know, of course, you know, we all do
subject.
Yeah, we all do stuff in our life where we feel like, dang, I wish I haven't. And I know this is one that she mentioned she wish she didn't agree with. Spears, however, I don't think he had said anything as of yet regarding this.
But no offense, but Spears look like that type of dude. I'm sorry.
Oh,
he look like that type of dude. I'm sorry.
I hope not. I know he's funny.
He's very talented. I like his comedy, but he look like that type of dude. Okay, but then again, he also look like a father type. Okay, so he like that.
Dang, which one is it? You know, that's bad. The father and the pedophile. Oh my gosh.
He like the type of dude that would actually lie about that, make a joke about this, to make a joke, make it funny. I mean, really, we haven't, like I said, learned, or might haven't learned from the R. Kelly situation. Learn from that brother mistake, because he was here. He'll probably tell you, listen, don't be stupid, okay?
Yeah.
Really,
it's just people have to think more. They have to think more, and you know, like I said, money. The parents that signed and agreed to this, money. Them wanting to.
Are stupid. They need their kid taken away from them for money.
Yeah, okay? That's what I'm saying. I mean, them that agreed to do this, wanting their career to pop off, money and fame. You know, and it's sad. It's sad. At what time will someone sit here and say it's not worth it?
See, that's how not to get deepalistic and not to get too spiritual with people. But that's how the Bible said, for the love of money is the root of all evil.
Yes.
What people would do to get it.
Yes.
Okay, when the time comes that you're going to sell your child, give your child up for some cash for sex abuse. I mean, there's people
back
in the days
that
sold their kids for drugs.
I was about to say, it's been happening years ago, and it's still happening, and it's getting even worse right now. You know what I'm saying? It's getting worse. Family turning against family, friends turning against friends. You selling your kids. Oh my gosh.
It's nothing. It's not new under the sun. That's another verse of the Bible.
Yes.
Not new under the sun. Okay, it's still the same old thing. It's just a new generation. Okay, I mean, really. I mean, they said children are the future. Yeah. It seems like they are the presence right now, because chances are they've been
so many are going through and getting hurt, whether it's mentally, whether it's physically, whether it's emotional. It's just sad. It's a sad time right now, and
it's sad.
Yes,
they might as well change the laws back and say, okay, listen, you could discipline your child, but only to a certain degree. Instead of saying you can't beat your child, but then again, it's okay to pay these entertainers to have sex with your child, to do sex abuse with your child. Really, Lord, I can't beat my kid for doing wrong, but my kid can beat the crap out of me. But I can't be. I don't think.
Oh, so. I know adults that called in on their kids because they was actually fighting their parents, and you know what they said? Okay, well, nothing they can do. But as soon as you call on your child, the first thing, CPS, police is to your door. What you want to ask?
Well, let me ask you this. Okay, those parents that called in. Okay. Were they black parents? No,
yes.
I'm going to deal with
Yes. Actually, yes. I mean, you can't sit here and say all black people, I'm saying, will rough up their kids. No, you would be surprised.
Listen, but look, I came from the old school. I try not to be of the old school because I always like to go further in life. And what I mean by that, I don't stay in the past. I try to go further.
Yeah.
But in one sense, I know the art of discipline, okay? When your child, I don't have kids at the moment.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Many of us still old school, but then you'll be surprised how many of these new school parents will let their kids say whatever, do whatever, and act any type of way, whether in public or whether in private. You will really be surprised. And you say, wait a minute, I know you grew up, but look, this is a whole nother topic. Okay, we're gonna talk some more later on. But regarding this, I stated how I felt, you stated how you felt, and let's just continue to pray for everyone, and hopefully everyone can one day say it's not worth it and let it go, or walk away, or find another means to make money, find another means to make you and your children happy. Listen, I thank you for chiming in. Yes.
Yes. Don't, if they're all comedians or upcoming comedians, don't be stupid.
No.
Please don't. Okay.
But I thank you for chiming in. Yes, Randy, Randy.
So
I thank you for chiming in with your opinion. And of course, everyone, every Tuesdays and Thursday, I will upload a new episode at 6. Every Friday at 7 p.m., my daughter, Christyla Rose White, will be reading a children's book. Every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. sharp, I will play 3 randomly picked gospel songs, ranging from old school to new school. Remember to love yourself, and nothing is impossible. I'm out.